Hello, hello. Today we're playing Gundam Online on one of my favorite maps. Actually, I really enjoy this map. Actually, I think it's a pretty good map. It's pretty enjoyable, all things considered, and it has a nice mechanic. There's kind of like two phases of this map. You have the first phase where you have the building just as it is right now. As you saw it, that's the center building where the center point is located, and then you have like a phase two where a ship comes in, blows up the building, and then you know the building kind of like becomes a little bit of a rubble. So it's a pretty fun map. There is a semi decent chance that a team might get kind of like boxed into their to their bases. It doesn't always happen. I find that it happens on this map much less, I think, than what it might happen on other maps. I mean, of course, unless the teams are like incredibly unbalanced, or maybe one team's like hyper coordinated more than the other. But for the most part, this is a fairly even map, I would say. It's much harder, I think. At least that's the way I feel. To kind of get boxed in into a sort of defensive position on this map than it is on some of the other ones, and that's just because of the nature of the center point. Once you get pushed out, there's like a number of choke points that you could sort of like fall back to if you don't have center point. So um, it's not completely dependent on whether or not you have center point at all, and um, you know there's a number of points. Like, you kind of need to get pushed out of center point, and then you kind of need to lose 5, and you also need to lose 8. There's a number of things that kind of have to go wrong in order for you to really. Oh, what? I almost forgot, by the way, as well. Um, there we go. All right. I forgot to turn on the thing. I was listening to some music and the other games, just kind of like chilling out, and oh geez, and yeah, so Um, we're blind right now. I don't think this lane's going to work out for us too much, so I'm actually going to go help our team kind of like maybe try and get center point back at 7. I don't think we ever had it. I don't even know if we ever had it, so I don't know if it's appropriate for me to say get it back, but yeah. Uh, Alright. Two people kind of there were two EXO full cloths in there. We at least got one, which is okay. Um, yeah, hopefully there aren't too many other ones lurking around here. Or if there are, we could get some backup from teammates. Um, uh-oh. That was a, I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm blanking out on the name of what that was. The Camphor, trying to come in with their chain mines, and I don't think they got that EXO full cloth, actually. I think they missed or something. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Um, Gatsuki. I tried to get into like a range where I could like actually, not a range but an angle that would allow me to hit them, but unfortunately that didn't happen. They pulled back. They probably, I don't know, maybe they knew what I was trying to do, and so thank you for our teammate getting killed. Um, yeah, it doesn't look like we're finding too much joy in any of these places, so let's try and go center point, not center points, top, and see if we have better luck over here. We might not, because it looks like we're also like not doing too terribly well over here either. So a lot of try not to get DP'd and full downed. I don't need health. I just need ammo. That's what I need. We're getting pushed down here, bottom lane, but it looks like our team's kind of rallying. It looks like to sort of defend it, so they're probably going to be pushing them back a little bit more. Probably. I hope we'll see. They just have so many high cost mobile suits. It's hard to get a breakthrough here. The we're gonna it's gonna take so I don't know what it's gonna take. It's probably gonna take an ace to probably come in and um you know start doing something. Um, Try and push them back because they're starting to push us. Um, Oh, you know what? They might actually have a commander on their team because it looks like these are pretty coordinated pushes. If they take 5, then it might be pretty much game over, maybe. Because I don't think our KD is better than their KD. And our team is moving away from 5, so we're gonna have to come in here and actually like try and put out some fires maybe, or we're actually gonna fall back. This isn't game over actually. I take that back, but it's not very good. Doesn't bode well for us at all. As you might imagine, when they take a point like this, it's another XO, and we just got like full DP'd by like 80 people, so we're gonna be dead here. Yeah, and our team's gone from 5, so that's not good at all. We could still come back from this, but that's just not good. And the speed in which that happened as well. I mean, 5 minutes into the game doesn't bode too well for our team at all. Um, you know, we still have this point over here, so we still have 8, but it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. It's the truth. If they push us a little bit more, but you know what? Maybe we could get in here. If we could get some people on point, if our teammates decide that they want to be brave and they actually want to get on point, then that'd be good. Because we need this point back. All right, good. We got the point back. So now we gotta defend 8. We'll make sure they don't get 8. It's really bad if we lose 8. I mean, it's really bad if we lose any point, honestly, but it's not the end of the world or anything like that, as we kind of like just demonstrated. You can come back from it. It's not impossible. It's just not something you really, really, really want to do. And I don't know. Right now, it just kind of feels like it's just a matter of time before the other team sort of like begins pushing us like harder. Did somebody get in our ace? Yeah, it looks like somebody got in our ace, which is good because that's really gonna help us push the other team back. But this isn't really what we want to be using the ace for, right? We want to be using the ace to try and like push center point and get center point. We don't really want to be pushing, with ace to try and. Oh look, they're probably gonna try and push 5. Yeah, I don't know. It just feels like the other team's just way more coordinated, or something's going on, because we're not too terribly coordinated right now. We're a little bit coordinated. We have some sort of coordination going on. Looks like we have a few rats on our team that are making a difference, but die please. Okay, there we go. Get a hit on this guy. No, okay. All right, let's try and get this perfect ability out of here. There we go. Pull this Beizaku Phantom. Somehow I ran out of boost. I don't know how. Now they're using their ace to push bottom lane. But you know what? Actually, we could go for 7 right now. Looks like the other team's kind of like vacating the space. And so since they're vacating it, we actually might be able to come in here and take it, which is going to change the dynamics of this game a little bit. We just need some cover from our teammates. Alright, well, we didn't get what we wanted necessarily, but it doesn't look like our team's going to get the point either. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get the point, but that's okay. We'll come down here. You could get punished for a lot of things in this game, and sometimes like something like that, where you kind of overextended. I don't know if you would consider that an overextension by me. I was definitely like in a place where my teammates weren't going to be able to give me that much cover if I was attacked, which is exactly what happened. But I think the objective was pretty clear in terms of like us really, I mean, at least for me, wanting to really get the point and get on point to try and capture it and really put some pressure on their backs. And now they're taking 5. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, there's something going on right here. I think 5-8. This is the one of our teammates probably just wanting us to try and like create some sort of like stable battle line between 5 and 8, but it's just not looking like it's happening right now. So we're just kind of scrambling all over the place. Is the other one? I think I saw 2 of them, unfortunately. So yeah, and sometimes rats can definitely be an issue on this map as well. Rats are a big thing. They're pushing hard. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel this game slipping. I feel like every time we try and like push them a little bit back, they have the sense enough to sort of like push the other one. Like now we're trying to scramble to try and get 5 back, and now they're pushing at 8. I don't know. Either they're much more coordinated, or the other team's just much more in sync than we are. Because I think, and one of the other things is too is that we just don't have any forward momentum. Like everything we're doing is very much reactionary, and everything the other team's doing is very much so. They're being way more proactive than we are, and just got killed right there. We're gonna get revived, which is, well, hopefully we get revived. I don't know if we will be. Okay, there we go. Thank you. and we'll spend some time healing this guy because honestly, why not? Screw it, just get the points. At this point, it's just not really going well for our team. We just don't have any, again, no forward momentum, and we don't have any forward momentum. Then there's really not a lot we could really do. We're on the defense, we're on the back foot, and we just haven't really had the chance to seize the initiative. We lost the initiative when we lost point 0.7. It's not that big of a deal if you lose point 0.7, like that's the middle point, but it is significant. Um, uh, and again, just honestly, like how much losing that center point, how much losing point 0.5, how much losing point 0.8, how much losing these points really matters depends on your team. If you have a good team that's coordinated, knows what's going on, we're gonna have phase 2 coming in right now. Then it's not gonna make that much of a difference, right? You're gonna be able to recover from it. You're gonna be able to push on. You might have some good rats on your team that are gonna put some pressure on the other team, that are gonna move some players back. Um, you know, um, it really just all depends, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're really going to be able to. We don't have the coordination, I think, to really be able to you know, handle what's going on. Got sniped again. Yeah, so snipers are always a danger. Not getting a lot of healing points today, but neither is anybody else on our team, to be honest with you. We're probably gonna lose point. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna be able to get point 0.8 back. They completely surrounded point 0.8. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the game. I think at this point it's just about trying to get points and trying to mitigate, how much we're going to end up losing. It hasn't been a great day for me in Gundam Online, to be honest with you. Haven't won a game today yet, so I think we've played, this is gonna be like our 4th game too. So yeah, it's just pretty much game over. I don't know, and sometimes the teams that you end up getting on, it's a matter of luck. It's not really a lot that you can do. It's one of those things that are just completely beyond your control, and I don't want to say you just have to deal with it, but honestly, I mean, that's kind of what you can, that's really the only thing you can do, unless you just want to leave the game, which of course isn't really an option, but it is definitely something that you do just kind of have to deal with. And okay, cool, got a, ace of high. Got that last shot on them, so we were able to take them out. I don't think if I got those shot on them, they probably would have just gotten away, but our ace is coming, so maybe we can make a push here with our ace. Maybe. We'll see. Don't fall off. Oh, no, never mind. We can't make a push with our ace, because our ace is on the other side of the map. Um, I feel like, I don't know. I mean, at this point, I don't think we're going to be able to really make a push, because our team's trying to, our team's in a conundrum where it's like, well, we can't really defend and attack at the same time right now. We just don't have the resources to do it, because effectively, like, you know, um, if we move away from A, then they're gonna come B. We move away from B, then they're gonna go A. Well, if we move away from B, they're gonna go B. If we move away from A, they're gonna go A. If we try and get people to coordinate for a push on either 5 or 8, then we're gonna lose a lot of points. And the game, I mean, for what it's worth, the game's fairly close right now. I mean, it's not like the closest game I've ever played or anything like that, but all things considered, given the circumstances of the game, it's fairly even. I need ammo, and there's no, I mean, there is a supply pod, it looks like, but it looks like it's about to just get completely taken over. And I mean, right now it's just about kind of like just trying to hold them off as much as we can. I mean, for 7 minutes effectively. And once my Zaku Flipper comes up, I'm actually gonna switch to Zaku Flipper, because I'd rather be using that right now. And again, it's about, honestly, a game like this, it's not about winning or the game or anything like that. The opportunity for that is kind of, it's just not there anymore. So it's just about just mitigating your point loss. And maybe if you're good enough at mitigating that point loss, you could actually gain a few points. Maybe, we'll see. But I don't think that's going to be happening with us here today, on this map. But you never know. I'm gonna keep trying, and pushing. Maybe get picks where we can, get some kills. Maybe, hopefully, we're not doing too terribly good of a job at it. Unfortunately, haven't killed too many people. But you never know. Can we get this guy? Maybe we can. Yes, we can. All right, that's good. Helps us out just a little bit, not too much, but everything, at this point, matters. Every little point, every little supply, picking up some of these containers and getting 3 points for that, and that makes a difference too. So, just in games like this, again, mitigation, is what you're really trying to go for. And that's why honestly you bring a repair mobile suit, because really a repair mobile suit, like the Zaku Flipper, is one of those ultimate mobile suits where it doesn't matter whether or not your team's losing, doesn't matter whether your team's winning. You just, it's always there. You always have it, and you could use it basically in any circumstance. You don't really need your team to be on the top of the board or anything like that to like actually make it work or do well with it. You just you sit here and you repair, and unfortunately it doesn't make for the most entertaining gameplay, but it does. I mean, it makes for chill gameplay, honestly, like when you're just playing the game. And I think that's one of the nice things about repair mobile suits in this game, support mobile suits, is that sometimes they're just chill, you know. They're just fun to just kind of like use and sit back and stuff. And, hopefully we have reasons to be happy at the end of this game. We'll see. I'm not sure we will. We're getting pushed into our base already. Uh, I don't like being here. I feel so vulnerable because somebody could just come in and just kill me. We really got to get outside and push them outside. We don't want to we don't want to be in here. Oh, and we got to avoid those snipers as well, because those are just pains too. Um, One of the things that you really got to watch out for. I think if we could finish in the top 10, we might not lose that many points. Um, just avoid losing 100 points, if anything. I mean, that's really the big thing. And again, I mean, look at the score. Look at the score. Look at the gauges. We're still pretty close. Again, I don't think we're gonna win this game, but in terms of the margins, the margins aren't that bad, right? I mean, they're really not that bad. This guy's asking for a repair. We'll see if we can give it to him. I don't want to go out there and risk getting sniped. I kind of want to stay close to this wall and make sure that I'm not giving the sniper on the other team an angle to go ahead and take me out on. You see that guy got probably sniped again. You know, these are things. You know what? The other team might be attacking the other point. I'm not sure. I can't see the Minovsky particles are down. And we kind of have to make a decision in terms of like what we're going to do. But again, let's just focus on getting these repair points. Focus on mitigation. Focus on making sure that we're doing as well as we can, and really trying to hopefully get this game into our own hands rather than getting the game into the hands of our teammates, because we don't want that. And unfortunately, with the current point evaluation system, the game's not going to be in your hands, right? I mean, like, your destiny is really in the hands of your teammates and stuff, right? Like, if you have a good team, and you win games, then you're going to get points. If you're not necessarily on the best of teams, and your team loses, then it's really going to hurt you, because the point system doesn't really care about your own personal score. It cares more about the team score. So that's much more valued right now in the current point system. But we did take back 3, though it looks like we're going to lose 3 right now, which is pretty unfortunate, because if we could hold 3, and we could push toward 5, or we could push toward 8, and really get some of these points back, we could really give ourselves the foundation for what could be a nice comeback in these last 2 minutes of the match here. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, at least taking point 5 or point 8, but we do have point 3, which is going to alleviate some of the stress that was being put on point on A, which is still going to give us a good foundation. So maybe if we could defend enough, and put up a good enough of a resistance, maybe our rats can be the difference makers here and actually maybe win us the game. It'd be a pretty extraordinary still, if I do say so. I mean, it really would be. You know, come on. All right, there we go. For some reason, it felt like I had to get way too much deeper inside my base than for that to, like, yeah, it just felt crazy. Like, what I mean by that is that I should have been able to, like, actually, that should have counted. The container should have counted way sooner, it felt like, but it took a long time. Like, I had to really go inside. Which was stressing me out a little bit, since it looked like on the minimap that the team was getting pushed. The other team was pushing. But no, let's just we'll see what happens. again, we're not losing too terribly bad. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to climb out of 13th or 14th place. I've been stuck here for a little bit, and probably going to be stuck here for the rest of the game. It feels like maybe if we could revive this guy, it could be pretty good for us. We'll see. Oh no, okay. You know what? We're gonna go. We're gonna get ourselves over toward A though. They might be attacking A. They might be pushing A. If they don't get A, then they'll probably come B. Um, Decisions. Got a choice. We'll come do it. I mean, because they are attacking, and maybe we could get a few tags in somewhere here and there. Okay. Well, we died, but um, that's pretty much game. So unfortunately, we couldn't get into the top 10. We finished like I think in 12th place or something like that. But oh well. I mean, again, just doing what you can do in those situations. You're always gonna have those games where you're just not gonna be in, you know, um, in favorable conditions, and unfortunately, that was one of those games. But uh, I mean, we could have done better. I mean, we really could have, and we probably really should have. I think, but you know, there isn't really a replacement for coordination. Unfortunately, we'll never know. I don't know if the other team was more coordinated than we were. Oh wow, we actually lost a lot of points. I was hoping we wouldn't lose as many points as we did, but we actually lost a fairly hefty amount of points. So, but we probably would have lost more if it weren't for the Zachary Flipper, if I'm being honest with you. So, um, again, mitigation. Hopefully, in the next game we could not lose as many points, or if not, actually win. We'll see. But again, thanks for watching. Sorry about the gameplay, but it is what it is, I guess. I can't control whether or not our team wins or loses games like that. But yeah, um, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you guys around. Thanks.